What's up, y'all? 9 to 5 Gamers here, and we are starting a brand new segment that is called Welcome to My Collection or something like that. I haven't really decided on a title yet, but these are brand new board games to my collection as of... I didn't get to do one in January or February, so I think I'll include those months in here. Maybe not. Probably just think it's just February, to be honest. February and beginning of March, and so this might become a monthly video that I do. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the earliest addition to my collection, if I remember correctly, was I did an unboxing of this short video of that, which is Tiny Epic Vikings. Tiny Epic Vikings is a area control game. From what I've been told, it's like mini Blood Rage. I have not gotten a chance to play it, but it did come with a Dized app download. So like if you've never seen the app Dized, basically it's an app that does like virtual tutorials on how to play games. It shows you how to set it up. You don't even need the rule book. It's super cool. I was like, man, that was such a good idea, man. I'm surprised I didn't jump on something like that. But Tiny Epic Vikings, area control game, where you are just collecting resources and I think fighting each other. I don't know if it has combat or anything like that, but looking forward to getting a chance to play this game because I kind of like the Tiny Epic series. So that is Tiny Epic Vikings. Another game that was added to my collection relatively recently, thanks to some comments in the comment section, is Hero Realms. I like Star Realms. I think it's a really fun game. And Hero Realms is just that with a fantasy theme. Although I think Hero Realms may do it a little bit better than Star Realms. I'm not sure. I guess it just depends on what you like. Do you like Star Wars or do you like Lord of the Rings? Because that's kind of the vibes they give off. But Hero Realms was really cool. I hear that it's really fun with the campaign, and I'm looking forward to buying that and some of the character packs. So that is Hero Realms. Another game I added to my collection, which should come as no surprise because I've been talking about it a lot, is Comic Hunters. I went ahead and picked up a copy of this. We drove all the way to, where did we go? Tampa, I think it was, Tampa, Florida. And we drove down to pick up this game from somebody who was selling 2 copies they had and got it for $50, which was not a bad deal. And so I went ahead and picked up a copy, and I did not regret it because this game is incredible. I love Comic Hunters. It's a game where you collect comic books. Very easy to remember. While we were out there in Tampa, there was a board game store, and I was looking through some of the board games they had, and for some reason I just felt obligated to buy something because it was a local store and I wanted to support. But I was like, man, I really want to support. I want to buy something, but they didn't really have anything that I was looking for specifically. Then I came across this game called Dice Miner. This is the regular retail copy because I know they have like a deluxe copy, which I am on the hunt for, by the way, because I cannot stop playing this game. Dice Miner had introduced it to so many people, and honestly, it's my most played game since I picked this game up. I don't remember if it was in January or February, but since I've got it, I just haven't been playing it non-stop. This is such a fun game. It's got this little mountain like rack where you put dice in the shape of a mountain, and then you just dice drafting, and man, it's so fun, man. The cool things you can do in this game, I really enjoy it, and I think a lot of people I've played with have really enjoyed Dice Miner. This is becoming one of my favorite games of all time, even though it's realistically like maybe a 7 or less, but it's such a cool game. I just enjoy playing it, Dice Miner. And while I was out there, we were trying to kill some time while we were out there for that the board game store. We were waiting for it to open, so we stopped at a Books A Million that was down there in Tampa, and I found War Chest there, and it was 50% off, so I got it for $25 or something like that. Like, that's something that I always do, is like if I hear that there's a game that's decent or remotely good and I can get it at a good price, I'm picking it up. And so War Chest is kind of like this, it looks like a chess checker style game. I really don't know too much about it. I just remember that I looked it up on BGG. It had good ratings. I know people have recommended War Chest to me because of it's like a strategy game. But man, it looks really cool. It's got a bunch of poker chips in it. Very heavy box, but I got this for $25, so can't go wrong with that. War Chest. I already got all those. And now let's go to the games I got at a local retail store that's out here by where I live. It's actually kind of a drive for me. It was like a 40-minute drive. This was a game called, in the store, It's like our game store out here in Florida, is called Cool Stuff. I found Meadow there, and Meadow was on clearance for $20. So I got Meadow. Meadow is like a $50 game, and I got it for $20. It was in the ding and dent section, and so like it has like a small little ding on the bottom, but that's really nothing. Everything else in the game was perfectly fine. I love the ding and dent section. So I got Meadow for $20. Meadow is a really cool game that I've seen that has this, I guess it's like a tableau building game, but it's also a drafting game, and the way you draft is pretty unique and pretty cool. I've been looking forward to playing this game because I've seen a lot of people recommending it, and so I went ahead and picked it up because it was cheap and added it to my collection. That is Meadow. Meadow. Love Meadow. Another game that I got, this was around the time that I picked up Woodcraft, was The Wolves. And The Wolves is like an area control game, but I really don't know too much about it. I know that Pandasaurus, man. Pandasaurus has some of the best, like, I guess you can use the word ROI, like return on interest. Like, if you spend money on Pandasaurus games, you're getting a lot for your money. And The Wolves just looked really interesting. It was between that and the Fox Experiment, but I was like, you know what? I want to pick up The Wolves because I think it was on sale for like $20 as well. I love finding good deals on games. It might have even been cheaper than that. I think it might have been like 17 or something at my store. One thing I've noticed about the local game store that I have is that they don't have a lot of games, and they get games infrequently, like new games in stock, and their selection is terrible when you go to the stores because their primary focus is like card games, like TCGs, and so you don't really find stuff like this. But they have a really amazing website, and then you can just have the games shipped to the store that's closest to you, and then I just go pick up my games. But man, Woodcraft, when it came out, it was $40, like brand new, not ding and dent. $40 brand new, which I thought was incredible. And so I like getting games at a discounted price because then when I go to resell them, I don't sell them at ridiculously high prices because I got them really, really cheap. And so that means that people continue to get games in this hobby space and continue to pass them on. So The Wolves, really cool looking game. Really excited to play that one. Haven't played it yet. Another game that I got while I was out there at that retail store was Zombicide 2nd Edition. This is actually the first Zombicide game I had. The first one I technically, not the first one I technically bought. The first one I technically bought was Marvel Zombies. I went ahead and backed that on Kickstarter, but Zombicide 2nd Edition has just entered my collection. I pulled it out. I was ready to start playing it, and so I was looking up the rules for for a single solo play, and it said I had to play as all 6 characters. And I was like, I don't know if that was just like I just read that wrong or something, but it turned me off immediately, and I did not want to play it. But I'm going to play it. I just don't know when, because I don't know when I'm going to have the capacity to play a 6-player game by myself. But I think it even said it recommended you play it with 6 people, and I was like, is this how the game works? I don't know. But I'm going to try it. I'm really looking forward to it. I wanted to check out Zombicide to see if I really like the game because I got this Marvel Zombies coming in. Do I keep that or do I sell it? We'll see. But this was on this was Ding and Dent for $50. Super cheap. Now, the next stuff that I got, it's over here on this side. Oh, that's not good. I found this on sale also at my local store for $20, and that is War of the Ring, the card game. And I know this is a new game that just came out. They say, some people have said it's like War of the Ring, the board game, but just like a card game version, but I don't think that's entirely true. But it looks really, really interesting. You can play this with 2 to 4 players. You can play it as like a dueling game, or you can play with 4 people and 2 people play both sides of the 2 different factions on the good and the bad side. And so it looks pretty interesting, man. I love card games and I like games like this. And so War of the Ring is right up there, right up my alley because I like Lord of the Rings. So that is War of the Ring, the card game. This is an interesting game that I thought looked really cool. I saw it on somebody's channel. I forgot who it was. It was on BGG. I was looking up the game to see how it plays because I feel like Exploding Kittens and games like that. They do a really good job making games for like parties and stuff like that. Like I love Poetry for Neanderthals. I thought that's a really, really fun game, and it was a cool concept. This one's really cool because it kind of encourages you to yell at each other. It's called Really Loud Librarians, and the idea of the game is that it's got this little track with a whole bunch of letters of the alphabet, and then you have this little, it's almost like a little train, has like 3 links, like circles, and those 3 circles are going to highlight 3 letters of the alphabet. And then you're going to get a topic, and that topic card that you pull is going to have a topic on it, and then the players on your team have to yell out words that start with one of the 3 letters, and then if they get one of those letters right, you move this thing up the track. It looks really fun. Haven't gotten a chance to play it, so I'm looking forward to my next get-together so we can play Really Loud Librarians, because it looks really, really fun. Not even gonna lie. I'm excited to play that. Last couple over here. I picked this up. I don't like Splendor, but maybe I'll like Splendor Duel. I'm terrible at Splendor, and it's not. I don't want to say that that's the reason I don't like it. I just don't enjoy it because I guess I'm terrible at abstract games. So hot takes, and I guess we can label this video hot takes so you guys will click on it. So this is a little bit clickbaity, but I'll go ahead and lay out some hot takes. Hot takes. Hot take number 1, I don't like any of the abstract games. That is literally, and I'm not a very negative person when it comes to board games. I really like board games, and I'm willing to play any board game. And so it's not like I'm averse to go, like if somebody pulls out an abstract, I'm not going to go, oh great, an abstract game, oh I hate these. People are like that. I don't like that. People do that with roll and writes, like, oh my gosh, roll and writes are so stupid. And I'm like, bro, I love roll and writes. I have a whole shelf full of them. If you guys haven't watched my shorts, go watch those, because I review all of my board game collection in under 60 seconds. So Splendor Duel is just an abstract game, and I don't like regular Splendor. I played it, I didn't enjoy it. I don't like Azul. I think Sagrada I enjoyed. I kind of enjoyed Sagrada. But yeah, Splendor is just one I don't enjoy. And I thought maybe a Splendor Duel because of who's behind it, because I think it's Bruno Cathala, right? Bruno Cathala helped make this, and he did Seven Wonders Duel, and I love Seven Wonders Duel. I thought that was such a great game, especially for 2 people. So Splendor Duel, I'm hoping that changes my perspective on Splendor. I have the Marvel Splendor, but somebody bought that for me as a gift, and so I'm not going to get rid of it, obviously. I'm going to keep it, and it's good to have abstract games in my collection, even though I don't enjoy playing them. But yeah, I'm not good with abstract games, and so this is one of those games that I will definitely want to try it to see if it changes my perspective on Splendor, but I've just never really enjoyed it. A couple of other games, hot takes that I don't, games I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy Cascadia. Had it in my collection. I bought it when it first came out before it won the Spiel des Jahres, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't enjoy my experience with it. I tried it multiple times too. I think I played that game maybe 6 times, 7 times before I just was like, I don't understand why people enjoy this. Although that's not true. I think I can understand why people enjoy that game. I don't. I don't enjoy Cascadia. And another hot take, I don't enjoy Wingspan. I had Wingspan in my collection as well, played it a few times, and I was just like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why people enjoy it. But that's not true. Why do I keep saying that? That's not true. I do get why people enjoy it. I just don't. The problem is me. I'm the problem. But I don't enjoy Wingspan. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to be like, finally somebody said it, or, people, don't worry, I'm on the same boat or something. But yeah, I just didn't enjoy Wingspan. And there's a lot of games like that I'm like, oh, unfortunately, I didn't enjoy Tidal Blades. And I know there's a lot of people who really enjoyed Tidal Blades, but Tidal Blades to me was like a 4. And I rated it very, very low. But I think I was just being spiteful. But yeah, so abstract games, not really my thing, but let's see if Splendor Duel is going to change that. And that's it for our hot takes. What else did I get? Oh, Fox and the Forest. I was going to say Duet, but this isn't the Duet version. But this is a trick-taking game for 2 players. I'm always looking for new 2-player games to play with my wife. And so I bought this because this was a recommendation that somebody gave me for 2 players and said, hey, this is a great 2-player game. You should pick it up. And so I did. So let's see if I enjoy this one. Fox in the Forest. See how that goes. Another game that I bought based on a recommendation for solo games, Warp's Edge. Somebody said, dude, you need to pick this game up. It's super, super good. It's a solo only game. And so I picked it up because based off of recommendations of people. So basically I put out videos, and my channel is really just about getting recommendations to build my collection up, because I have a collection and I have a lot of games here. I have like Blood Rage and stuff like that, and their games, Kemet. I haven't even played these games yet, and they're still in my shelf of shame opportunity. But based off of games that like videos I've released, I released a 2-player only game, and people were like, dude, you got to try Splendor Duel, you got to try Fox in the Forest. Some people recommended War of the Ring. I've also read, and so because of that, I'm like, okay, well, I'll pick these games up to see if these are good 2-player games. So one of the solo-only games that people have recommended was Warp's Edge, and I have it set up. I'm ready to start playing it. I'm looking through the instructions now, and I'll tell you my opinions about it. But it looks like it would be a fun game. It's a bag builder, kind of like New Orleans or Quacks of Quedlinburg, but maybe not like Quacks. It's probably a little bit more strategic than that. But Warp's Edge, I'm looking forward to getting a play of this in. And the production value on this game was insane. This game was $20, and it came with so much stuff that I was shocked by. I was like, man, this is incredible. And last but not least, last game to enter my collection, and the other half of it should be coming in soon, is Final Girl. I went ahead and got the core box, and I got one of the expansions. Don't ask me which expansion I bought. I bought the one that looked was the next on the Amazon list. So whichever one I bought, I have no idea which one it is. But all of them seem to have been getting pretty high ratings. So I got the core box, I got the expansion. This is another solo-only game that was recommended to me, and I've really got to play this because people swear by it. They say Final Girl is just one of the best solo experiences you can have. They say it's a little bit lucky with the dice rolls, and that in that case, sometimes it can be kind of annoying. But man, if people are recommending it, I'm going to try it. And it wasn't very expensive. I mean, a core box was like $20. The expansions are like anywhere from $15 to $20. But this one was a little bit more expensive just because I bought it on Amazon. But I'm looking forward to getting a play of this in soon and tell you guys what my opinion is on this game. That's pretty much it, man. That should wrap up all the games that I've added to my collection in the past like month or two. I'm really excited because I know there's going to be a lot of Kickstarters and stuff starting to come in that I've ordered, and I'm really excited for those to come in and start playing some of those, even though my shelf of shame currently has like 30, 40 titles on it, especially with all the ones I just added and have not played yet. But I'm excited to play them regardless. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, just like, comment, and subscribe, please, man. We want to get our subscriber count up. And so whatever we got to do to make that happen, let's do it. And share this with friends, family, whoever likes board games that you know. And I'll see you guys soon. If anybody's going to Dice Tower East, I'll see you guys there because I will be going. Woohoo! This is actually my first Dice Tower convention, so I'm excited to be there. So if anybody's going there, hit me up in the comments section so we can link up and play some games. I'll see you guys later, man. Peace.